YouTube fam, it's your favorite girl Jay Shar coming back to you with yet another reaction video. And if you have not read the title, I'll let you know I'm going to be reacting to Bill Burr and Nia's podcast morning. What was I about to say? This is from Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast, and this one is called Advice. This is, I guess, an advice segment, and it's called Remaining Positive. Now, I wasn't going to react to Bill Burr today, but this was in my watch later, and this video kind of jumped out to me because remaining positive right now is very prevalent and relevant in my life right now. So I guess, like I said, this video just kind of jumped at me, and I'm like, I wonder what they have to say. So nothing else to say about that. We're just gonna jump right into the video. But before I hit play, just be sure to hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 50K. I just want to say I love y'all so much. I know at the end of the video I say like I love you, you love yourself 10 times more. I say that in every video. That will not stop. But I feel like it's been a long time since I've actually shown y'all and said how much I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I see all of you guys' messages. I see all of your comments. I try to react and respond and be as appreciative as possible because I'm not just one of those, you know, I'm not gonna speak on no one else. I'm gonna just show you and tell you who I am. Like, I'm a really genuine person, and most of the time I don't like to express myself. I don't try to like to prove myself, because at the end of the day, when you see a real genuine person, you know that, you can feel that. But I just want to know, I just want to let y'all know how much I truly rock with y'all. I want to let y'all know how much y'all keep me motivated, because y'all messages really help me. I know it's a lot about, you know, willpower and self-motivation and encourage yourself and shit like that, but your positive messages, your influence helps me a lot. Like, it really keeps me going. So yeah, thank you so much for all of your support. I really just felt like I needed to get that off my chest, because I think it's because my love language literally is affirmations, and I just have to be reassured. I have to affirm. So I like to do that for my loved ones and for y'all, Jay Baes, as well. I love y'all so much, and I thank you so much for riding the wave with me. Literally, like, that's really it. I love you again, and I thank you so much, and we're gonna get right into this video. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram at JShar with an H at the end. Let's get into it.
Reminders for listeners of the podcast: the email to ask me questions is bill@themmpodcast.com. bill@themmpodcast.com. Remaining positive. Hey there, Billy boy. I'm a 23-year-old recent college graduate who's dealing with a bit of depression. Having never dated, finding it hard. Wow. Did I write this? Having never dated, finding it hard to get a job, and having no actual goal in life, I'm finding it hard to keep motivated to do anything. I normally eat well and go to the gym, but that's the only healthy habit I have. I want to be enjoying my 20s, but because I've accomplished nothing, not even having formed any relationship with any girl, it's been hard to smile and remain positive. Do you get into these sorts of funks, and what advice would you have to get out of it? Any advice from you or the lovely Nia would honestly make a major impact on my life. No pressure.
I know this is me reacting to them, and you know what? I'm gonna do what I want. So right now, after he said all of that, I just want to affirm, like, yes, if you've not graduated, there's something called like post-graduation depression or something like that. And with me, it happened, I don't want to say like, oh, my problems are so much greater, but with me, I literally got shot right after I graduated. So the depression was just like, I just feel like it was through the roof. But yeah, that's something that you go through, especially if you didn't have a degree, or you studied something that was as straightforward as, okay, if you were in dentistry or if you were in ophthalmology, you would go to dental school or go to med school or anything like that. It wasn't, your path isn't as straightforward. Like with me, I was in school for language studies, and I was going to be an interpreter, but I was going to work at this like study abroad. Like, it was just not straightforward, basically. So you get into this funk. Now, especially if you didn't go to school with something that you were as passionate about, you get into this like funk, and you're like, oh, like I see these people on social media, or your friends have these great jobs, or they become lawyers or something, and you just feel like, you know, what is my purpose? And I just really want to express, like, if you're young or even if you're older, because I know like any person can go to college at any age. I just want to say, like, it's not that fucking deep. And I have to check myself, remain positive, figure yourself out, figure out who you are, make that decision on what you want to do, then press forward. Don't look at everyone else and see what everyone else has, because if you compare, it's just downhill once you start comparing. One thing that I would like to say, which is why I paused the video, is just like society presses people so much of this whole dream job. And honestly, if you're not really riding my wave, you probably won't feel where I'm coming from. I really will say I don't have a dream job. I don't dream of labor. I don't dream of working long hours. I don't dream of being, you know, depressed. And I guess that's a negative outlook on the whole job situation. But society pressures us to feel like, oh, you have to be doing this at a certain age. You have to have a wife and kids. You have to have a great job, money, all of this. And honestly, deep down, as a spiritual person, not even as a woman, not as a black woman, like just as a human being, like I really feel like that's not what life is all about. I didn't come on this freaking earth to slave. And because society, we are society, but because of we have all of these examples and we listen to outsiders and external sources, that's when you become depressed. But however, when you tap into who you truly are, I really feel like then you would I know I'm talking a lot. That's why I'm kind of like getting quiet. But I don't know, that was just on my heart. It's just like when you become depressed, it's just like it's because you're looking outwardly, and that's not good. And I don't really have anything else to say. But I'm gonna try not to pause it anymore, okay? I'm gonna try to keep it rolling.
Yeah, I literally could have written that at 23 years old. I was basically
I graduated at
in
23 too.
Essentially the same boat.
Yeah.
Had no fucking, I was still living at home, had no girlfriend. I commuted all the way through college. I didn't have any college friends, never went to any of those parties or any of that type of shit.
That's not fun.
And I was actually flailing, wondering what the fuck I was going to do with my life. I had tried sales, I worked in warehousing. I had a job at a dental office, and none of it was making me excited about going to work.
Yeah.
And I started thinking like, oh, fuck, am I going to be that guy? That guy that just does the fucking job that he hates. And I don't know. I just started every day, I don't know, just trying to think what I wanted.
Yeah.
What did I want? And don't look at it with judgment or think that something's impossible. Like whatever you want to do, to be sitting there thinking like, oh, I can't do that. I could never do it. You can't. You can. I am an absolute moron. And if I can make something happen, you definitely can. I would say that. I don't like how you laugh when I say I'm a moron.
You are a moron, but I think you just gave really, really perfect advice.
Yeah.
That's great advice. You got to figure out, yeah, what is it that you really, really enjoy doing?
Yeah.
And maybe there's a way to actually make a living at it. Like Bill.
Yeah, this is what you just start doing it. You just start fucking doing it.
Literally.
And then eventually
and I'm going to pause it there because I just remember I read this quote. It said something like, do not continue trying to find the light. Just be the light. And I really felt like that was the most simple, amazing advice ever. Because when I'm in a funk, which I previously was, I just kept praying and trying to manifest like, oh, I want to find the light. Oh, I want this. I want this. But because I'm saying I want it is meaning that I don't have it. So if I say, you know, I am the light, I'm going to be the light, I'm going to shine. That's when you truly step into who you need to be for yourself and who you are. Facts, Bill. Facts, Nia.
And all you do is just, I think what most people do is like, say they're thinking like, I don't know, pick a job that's fucking, you're like, oh, I could never do that. I'll just keep it in entertainment. Say you wanted to get into like broadcasting, I guess, announcing games. Mm-hmm. And you start thinking like, oh my God, I want to announce NFL games. How the fuck do I get there? So you start, you know, I would think you'd start doing high school games. Little League games. I would do anything. I would just, if no one was hiring me, I would just show up at Little League games with a fucking sport coat on and set up a table, and I would just start doing it. I would go down to pick up basketball games.
That's not creepy at all.
And I would just start doing
just showing up at the little kids' game like, here I am.
I know, because there's pedophiles. There's always been pedophiles. What am I, and here I am, I'm going to what, start molesting a kid as everyone's sitting there? I would just start doing the game like it was a Major League Baseball game. The parents would love it. You could go down to like the basketball courts. I would just anything, just to be doing it. That's like your open mics. I'm not getting paid. I'm learning how to do this shit. And then, I don't know, start taking some classes at a broadcasting school, every part of your day becomes announcing, you know?
Right.
Interesting.
When I had day jobs, I used to sit there doing the job, and I would be any funny fucking idea I had, I would just write it down, and then I would go try it out somewhere, and I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And you just start marching towards it, and you don't look at like, well, hey, I'm doing high school games. I'll never get to the NFL. Like, most people don't get there because they want it in a week. Dude, that fucking helicopters are going to fly into the fucking house around here. They're crazy.
What?
I don't know if you guys could just hear that shit.
Oh, I'm like, what? Just what?
Every single day, you just, I don't know.
Just do it.
Look at this stupid ass podcast. I just kept doing it every Monday, and all of a sudden, I got a bunch of
blew up.
listeners.
I'm curious about, because I'm trying to, I'm always trying to like read between the lines. And he goes, I normally eat well and go to the gym, but that's the only quote unquote healthy habit I have. What does that mean?
Maybe he just chills.
Well, I don't wanna start-
Why that got? I'm just curious as why that got thrown in there, because
Maybe
I don't
that was
know
his
if
positive.
That means that there's
like
things that he's doing.
this
that
is
he
as much as
not
I can do
healthy,
for a day.
because the rest of it doesn't really. I don't know. I normally eat well and go to the gym. That's the only healthy habit I have. Like it's like the only thing like habit I have. It's just like working
Maybe
out,
they-
going to the gym, but I don't have any other like things. Like just the healthy in quotes is it concerns me a little.
Well, I think he's really hard on himself.
Yeah.
So he's got to lighten up on himself. So even when he's doing something, positive, he still puts it in quotes. He won't give himself credit for that. It sounds like maybe you had some negative parents
Makes me sad.
who told you the world was a lot more difficult than it is. I'd also work on like
That's
just
another
paying attention to
conversation
the
for
thoughts in
another
your
day.
head. That's how, because I was never clinically depressed, but I had definitely bouts of depression and funks and that type of thing. I felt like
Yeah.
shit yesterday when I was watching the game, and I did 100 push-ups in 3 sets. Okay, I actually dropped down. I would have had a heart attack.
100 in a row.
No, I did set of 3, and I got to 100. 105 actually. Sets of 35.
Ooh.
Right, folks. No, but I immediately felt better.
Yeah.
So.
And also, you're 23 years old. You have a long, long time to figure out what it
Yes.
is that you want to do for
sure.
the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And it's probably going to change several times.
Yeah.
So maybe you just graduated college and you're like, oh, I majored in business. I don't want to get into business. I really want to be
art
a
or something.
veterinarian or something
Right.
like that. And I think that Bill's right. You should really
Then how would I do it? I would immediately start picking up roadkill off of the
I know
side
I
of the
keep
road.
pausing it. I resonated with what Bill said because he said that maybe the guy is really hard on himself. Previously, I've been so tough on myself and I've learned to lighten up. And one thing is with me, at times I can be indecisive. That's probably one thing that I do not like about my character. I'm so fearful of making the wrong decision that I end up becoming indecisive, and I'm split between my heart and my head. I don't know what to do. And it just becomes completely complex when all I have to do is make a decision. And this is where the advice came in, and it was from my grandma. Love her. She was like, Jazzy, well, my family calls me Jazzy, but she was like, Jay, you know that when you make a decision that you can make another decision when that does not work out for you. And I was like it threw me for a whole loop because I'm so into the now when making a decision oh, what if this doesn't work out? But she's like, if it doesn't work out, just make another decision to make it right. And I don't know if that will help you all if you ever run into this problem with when you don't know what decision to make. You literally have a whole life to live. It does not matter what age you are. It does not matter where you are in life. You can continuously make decisions. With me, I'm so stuck on, before I was previously stuck on absolutes. That advice was just like a breath of fresh air for me to hear. And another thing with me, like I said, I was stuck on absolutes. When I picture something from my life, it's like I absolutely need that. So I'm working towards it. So if it doesn't work out, then I'm heartbroken. But literally, life is literally about continuously evolving, continuously moving on. What is the next best decision that you could possibly make? And once I realized that, I become a lot more light with myself, a lot more I don't know, just relaxed, more peaceful in knowing that it will never be perfect. Knowing that I will never be perfect helps me out a lot, because it's like, if I will never be perfect, I'm not gonna work towards it. Now, that's not saying that I won't try my best, but shit just won't be perfect, and I need to stop trying to reach that level. Just continuously creating. If someone doesn't like me, if someone doesn't like what I post, then that's okay, that's their opinion. But knowing that I'm doing what I like to do, that's what it is. So yeah, how did I get here? Oh, the advice. I'm just hit play because I'm talking a lot on this one, but I really like these topics, if you can't tell. Just because I know I can relate. I know you guys see me when I'm great and happy, but I can relate to times of being in a funk. So I like to share with you all how I rise above all of the hurt and pain. But without that rain, there will be no sunshine. That's why I feel amazing now, because there was hella rain.
And let's try to see if I can bring it back to life.
Try reviving it. Try reviving that dead cat on the freeway.
No,
Jeez.
you're fine. You're 23, you got your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know what could be worse, too? You could be in a relationship and you fucking knocked her up, and now you're tied to her for the rest of your fucking life. And then you got to go get a job at some place you don't want to work at. So the fact that you don't have anything going on in your life is fucking awesome. There's nothing holding you back. You can just, you actually get to decide. You know how many people would want to be in your fucking position?
Hey,
23,
say
no
that.
girlfriend. You know, no fucking mortgage, no bullshit, none of that stuff. It's just you.
Wow.
Fucking, you know,
I feel great.
figure out what you want to do and go after it.
Yeah.
Tell that negative thought you had to go fuck yourself. There you go. That was like a Dr. Phil episode.
Yeah.
There you go. That solves all your problems.
Yeah, like.
When we come back, I yell at more men.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. I really feel like I said all I had to say on that one. Jeez, we're almost at 18, 19 minutes. I was talking hella. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Oops. I don't know. That video really just popped out at me. I don't even remember saving that to my watch later, but it is what it is. And I hope that Bill, Nia, and myself, I hope our words help you all out just a bit. If it only helped one person, that will make me happy. So yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, be sure to give me a beautiful thumbs up. Make sure you are tapping that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram at JSharp with an H at the end. You all know that I love you. You love yourself 10 times more. Have a beautiful day or night in this amazing world. Ciao.